everyone! The 1975 just released their new album. It is 12:20 a.m. on Friday, November 30th, and the 1975's new album is officially out. I was gonna react at exactly midnight, but I just filmed a reaction to the new video for 102, which is an unreleased song from a while back of theirs, one of my favorites. Also, sorry for the lighting. As I said, it's 12:20 a.m. I'm using some random lamps and my computer screen to light up my face. I am so excited for this album. Like, I can't contain myself. Honestly, I'm so excited that I have this like crazy energy. I'm like talking at the speed of light. I am just so excited. I've been waiting for this album for so long and it's finally out and I'm just kind of freaking out a little bit, so bear with me. So this is the 1975's third album. It's called A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. They've released a few songs already, aside from Give Yourself a Try. I'm pretty sure I've reacted to all of them. I'm gonna skip over the ones that I've already heard / reacted to because I've heard them before and this is supposed to be like a first reaction. The first song is called The 1975, and in all of the 1975's albums, the first song has always been called The 1975. So I'm really excited to see what they're doing with the third like installment of this song, I guess you could say. Words cannot describe how excited I am right now. I'm gonna stop babbling and I'm just gonna play this. This is called The 1975. What is this? I'm like not breathing. That was really interesting. I was not expecting that at all. It's so crazy. They used the same lyrics but changed up the song completely. And I love that the 1975 has so many songs where they just kind of like shock you. That was really cool. And I think that was an awesome introduction to this album. So the next two songs are Give Yourself a Try and To Time. But I've heard both of those. So I'm gonna move on to the fourth song called How to Draw / Petriture. It's a song called How to Draw on their last album, but it was a bonus track. So I don't know if this is gonna be the same song with an addition or just a completely different song, so let's see. This is really pretty. It sounds similar to How to Draw from the last album, but definitely a little bit different as well. Such beautiful lyrics. So sad. What is this? This is so random. I love when the 1975 does that. Like, they'll be going down one path and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they will veer and they will just like really make you kind of like catch your breath. Like, I love that. And I've said it 100 times and I'll say it again. I love music that makes you feel uncomfortable and allows you to hold multiple emotions at the same time. I just think it's really intelligent songwriting. I love the way his voice sounds. I love this. How did this song go from super soft to kind of odd electronic slightly to like straight up club music back to dissonant chords? How can, I just don't understand, like, how can Maddie do so many things in one song and have it work? I also want to know what he was saying in the second half of that song. The next song is Love It If We Made It, but I did a reaction to that already, so I'm gonna go on to the sixth song, which is called Be My Mistake. Already, that guitar. Be my mistake. Already I'm like about to cry. I just wanna sleep. I'm already on the verge of tears. Oh my god. I just read, okay, I'm reading the lyrics now, and he said, I don't want to hug, I just want to sleep. Oh my god. Maddie. But seriously, I want to cry. Like, I straight up want to cry right now. Oh my god, this is gonna make me cry, and I don't think that this eyeliner is waterproof. Okay, let's keep going. do this to me? I don't. What did I ever do to him? Aw, that's really cute and such a Maddie thing to say. That was my favorite song from this album so far. That makes me want to sob. Oh my god, the 1975 just released their new album and I'm reacting to it right now on camera, and there's a song called Be My Mistake and I'm gonna explode. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my entire life and you should go listen to it because I think you're gonna love it too. I'm listening to the song and I'm like, what is this knife and how did it get in my chest? You know? I can't collect myself. Like, I'm flipping out about that last song. I'm also a little sleep deprived and I'm sure that doesn't help. The next song is Sincerity is Scary. As I said with the previous songs that I've heard before, I've heard this, I've reacted to this, and so I'm going to skip it. We're gonna go on to I Like America and America Likes Me. This is really interesting. Oh my god, this is so cool. So far, this song is very dense. Like, Maddie does this thing with lyrics that I love so much, where it's not always like one large cohesive thought. It's more of like almost like a spitfire of different things. I feel like this song is about gun control. It really does sound that way, especially because of the things that have been happening recently in America. I think that it's really powerful that he's making a song about it. And it's really interesting the way he did it and how this song has like a strong beat. Just because a song sounds happy doesn't mean that the lyrics are happy. That was really powerful and really, really beautiful. And it really makes you think a lot. I think it's amazing that Maddie Healy and the 1975 with their kind of global influence are talking about this. The next song is called The Man Who Married a Robot / Love Theme.
This is a story about a lonely man. He lived in a lonely house, on a lonely street, in a lonely part of the world. But the countryside, they went to birthday parties of the children.
What is this?
I mean, it was going into pictures of his penis. He would tell himself.
This is very, very weird. Only the 1975. You know? The instrumental is really pretty. Gotta be top 5 weirdest songs I've ever heard. That was really, really weird. I don't really know what to say. Like, I was very taken aback when that started. It like definitely makes you think. I don't really know what else to say on that. Like, that was super odd. The way that he used personification for the internet and had the man and the internet have dialogue is so interesting. And it just sounds super weird, but it has a very deep meaning. The next song is called Inside Your Mind. Oh. That's really interesting. This is so pretty and so sad. That was really weird. I've had dreams where there's blood on you. All those dreams where you're my wife. Okay, this is like low-key kind of concerning. Question mark? But it's also so beautiful. Like, the parts of it that aren't kind of questionable. There's a common theme in a lot of these songs of like sadness and longing. It really makes you feel for them, you know? I know that the point of the song is that he metaphorically wants to look inside her mind, so I know he's not physically talking about cracking her head open. The next song is It's Not Living If It's Not With You. I've heard it, I've reacted to it. So if you'd like to see my reactions to the other songs on this album, they are the most recent videos on my channel. So the 12th song is called Surrounded by Heads and Bodies. The guitar is really beautiful. And those like voices in the back, or maybe that's a synth, is very reminiscent of some of their older music. I want to know how Maddie thinks. The next song is called Mine. The instrumentals on this album have been very different. This is so sweet. Maddie writing about people he loves just warms my heart. I like how it's like very jazzy and like kind of feels like New York in the 20s. It sounds like she feels like she's wasting her time because he doesn't want to commit. But he's saying that he loves her and that what they have is real, but for some reason he just can't marry her. And I love that he opens up about this stuff and makes himself vulnerable. That takes a lot of balls. Maddie sounds like such a romantic in this song, and it makes you wonder why. There's nothing wrong with not getting married. You don't have to. The next song is called I Couldn't Be More in Love. And this is a similar kind of feel as the previous song. I love the choruses they've been using recently. My SD card ran out of storage mid-song, so let's keep going. That key change. It sounds like he's frustrated almost because she's saying she wants more and like, what are we doing? Whatever the case may be. And he's saying, what about my feelings? Like, what about the fact that I love you? And that's heartbreaking because it sounds like he has genuine feelings and his feelings are being invalidated because he doesn't want to get married. I don't know. There's a lot to that song. The next song is called I Always Want to Die Sometimes. I love the amount of just like guitar songs on this album, like acoustic guitar. This does not sound like them at all, but I love it. He said, you build it to a high to say goodbye because you're not the same as them. I interpret that as the person he's talking about becomes really close to people just to pull away because they don't feel like they're the same or that they fit in, I guess. I don't know, that just really struck a chord. This does not sound like their previous music like at all. The instrumental to this sounds a little more cookie cutter in a lot of ways, like the chord progression and the beat, but it's also different because it's like Maddie took a more typical kind of instrumental but put something on it that you would not think would go on top of it. I'm on my third camera battery for this video. I need to make this short. First of all, when he says, there's no point in buying concrete shoes, or the way he's talking about this person earlier in the song, about how they leave when things start to get serious, it seems. There's no point in buying concrete shoes, as in there's no point in doing something that would permanently tether them somewhere. And then it goes back to the guitar. I like that. I also like how it goes from saying, I always want to die sometimes, throughout the entire song to saying, I sometimes always want to die. Like, I just think it's interesting that he goes through the entire song saying it one way and then changes it in the end. It's like his opinion has changed or his mind has changed, and that's interesting. This is a fascinating choice to put at the end of the song. This is beautiful. I love that orchestra at the end. That is the entire album. Whew, man, I have a lot of feelings. Their sound in this album is a lot different than their previous albums. This just really doesn't sound like them. But at the core of it, the lyrics and the narrator almost sounds like Maddie. Like, it sounds consistent in terms of this sounds like his brain, I guess. It sounds like his heart. So I can still tell that it's them, but the sound is very different. I don't really know how to feel because I loved their old music, but I also really like this. I'm just so surprised and kind of shocked because it did not sound like how I expected it to sound, really at all. And I think I need to listen to it a lot more and get a better idea of the big picture of this. I think it's really interesting to hear Maddie post-rehab and to hear how he thinks and how he feels and the things that are on his mind. And I think they did a wonderful job with this album. Part of me misses their old sound because that's them, you know, that was their sound. That's when you like a band, you like their music. And it's hard when a band's sound changes, but that's natural. That's how life works, is that bands evolve, people evolve, Maddie's growing up, like, you know, things change. And it's really nice to be like along for that journey. I think it was very weird and kind of funky and unexpected and sad and also beautiful. I feel like some of the overarching themes were sadness, loneliness, and longing, as well as love, but also feeling like your love isn't enough, or trying to understand why your love isn't enough for someone. Some of these topics feel newer and not necessarily like what some of their past themes have been. I think it's because Maddie's growing up and he's changing as a person. Yeah, that's my reaction to the 1975's new album. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I'm going to try to do some covers off of this album, and so you can look forward to that in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.